Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semi-finals of the UK Open Singles Qualifier here at Stanley in County Durham. Our selected game. Yeah. Our selected well, I'll tell you the semi-final lineup anyway. We've got Jack Bird playing Josh Halcrow, who you may have seen in the other one, the last stream, and we have Alan Ruff playing David Bolt. Our selected game is Alan Ruff against David Bolt. And the cheers from, well, was Alan from Old Meldrum. I can hear it from the Ruff household as we speak. I'll just give you a quick rundown of what's going to happen, because obviously there's going to be a minute's silence across the country. Jason did give the players two plans, Plan A and Plan B. It's just like in the chaser. By the way, I'm joined by co-commentator Miss Jacqueline Henderson.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. The players did have Plan A or Plan B. What's going to happen is they're going to get started, play a few ends, and as we get nearer the time, Jason will stop play and we will acknowledge the minute silence that will be taking place across the country. Apparently Jason has got the national anthem on his phone, but we're a bit concerned because we could be getting some right old dodgy music coming out.
Some Teletubbies.
Some Teletubbies apparently, anything could be coming out. Right, in the meantime, we've got Alan Ruff. Both players have played on this rink, so they know how it plays. Alan's playing with some blue sliced balls, and Mr. Bolt's playing with I think it's a dirty red and white colour. I don't know what colour they are. The player profile for Mr. Bolt. He won the pie eating contest in South Shields. 5 years on the spin. Also a member of the tap dancing school at South Shields. And he's very good at origami. And he can also tie his shoelaces on both shoes. He's a very talented young man. Meanwhile, I'll hand that to Jacqueline. There's the player profile for Alan Ruff. You can just go pick the bits and bobs out of that for us.
Qualified in the National Force semi in the last 5 years. He's from Dundee. Mainly spending time with his family, like snooker and darts. It looks like he enjoys family time a lot.
A lot. His favourite food is lasagna.
Lasagna.
And where's he from? Can you pronounce that?
Inverurie.
No, not that one.
Gariok.
I call it groch.
Is it a cheese?
Is it a cheese? I apologise if we've offended any Scottish viewers. Right, there's the niceties over with. And best of luck to both players. We have seen some great games over the last 2 days. We're delighted at the number of people who's tuned in, dipped in and caught the stream, and all the nice comments.
And today Alan Ruff is playing with Tiger 2's size 2.
There you go. Anyway, while I've got Jacqueline on here, I'm going to blow smoke in her direction, because she does a lot of sponsorship for the balls indoors. Fantastic, Lean to Succeed. See the logo, you support our podcast, I just doff my cap to you.
Thank you very much, very kind.
And I wouldn't like to pay you for my dinner money because you'll take it off us.
My main aim is to start the wheel turning on a lot of these events, and once they're turning, they'll be maintained.
Yeah.
Let's get them started.
It's very good of you, and a lot of people should be very grateful. Because to be honest, we wouldn't be. The PBA possibly mightn't be in the position where they are at the moment. I know you and Jason getting like house on fire.
It's like Marmite. He's lovely. He's passionate. He's keen. He wants to do a good job.
Yeah.
And when you've got someone like that, you can't help but be engaged.
That's right. His enthusiasm rubs off on everybody. Now, Mark Kelsey has told us how to pronounce Gurach. Gurach is pronounced
Guree.
Probably come back and say he's still pronouncing it wrong.
Is that Gaelic?
Gaelic, is that Gaelic, Mark? Just to come back to that. Great ball there from Davey. Can you read them? You can see them, can you? Just, yeah. We'll get the comments through on there sometimes when I flick on it. I'll give you...
Geary.
Geary.
Pronounced Geary.
What?
Geary.
Not spelled that way. GR.
Yeah, just me.
You can watch that.
Thank you.
Geary. Ah, right. I suppose it's like Leonelli with that silence.
Clonethley.
That's the one.
I know how much you love Welsh.
I know.
Looks like Miss Jean Brodie.
He does that, yeah. Alan Carr, we've had him with his glasses on when he was playing. Good try there from Alan. Davy's still lying a couple, I think. And keep up to date with the other game. Looking over, and Mr. Bird looks very comfortable over there, doesn't he? He's put himself right
He
at
does
home.
indeed. Looks very peaceful. I think it's the potassium in the banana that he's just eaten.
Is it? But he was sitting on the end, it was like somebody sitting in a paddling pool. There you go.
Thank you, Helen Simmons. Look forward to seeing a few more ladies at Huntingdon. There's still space. I think when I last looked we had 24 spaces. I don't know if it's changed.
That was the last time I looked as well.
And I think there is still 6 spaces in Glasgow.
Yes, we've had a cracking response up Glasgow. I think there's probably a lot of the young Scottish international wee lasses have probably gone in it as well. On to David. Oh, we did watch Alan on not the last stream, the one before, when he played Peter Thompson, and he played really well on this rink. He just drew and drew.
Yeah, so I did. And that was the same thing. As long as they closed down for 1 year, you were fine. So I just needed
And I have to say, it's nice to see you actually enter all these qualifiers. At OSC as well, don't you? You go on the open single circuit as well. I keep seeing your name knocking around there.
I do,
Shyburne's
yes.
getting nothing, Jacqueline. Didn't go in.
Well, exactly. It's all experience.
Is it the competitive edge that you've got in you?
I really enjoy it. I enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoy the competitiveness. I learn a lot.
Yeah.
I really like the social side of it, the networking.
Right.
As people keep saying, it's one big bowls family, and at the end of the day, it really is.
It is, yeah. Yeah, it is.
But I've missed out in the first block of the open single circuit this year.
Would you?
I think the entry started at 9:30 in the morning.
Nice.
I was at work from 7 a.m, didn't finish till 12:30, and by the time I managed to look at the website, it was completely booked.
Hello.
Yeah, so it's popular this season.
We don't get many up the northeast. I think there's probably only Hartlepool up in the northeast that gets it.
I think that's.
But I think
furthest.
that's possibly down to, obviously, if the clubs don't want to hold it, or they haven't got the interest to hold it, you can't get it. And there's probably only likes of Here, Hartlepool and Shields would possibly run one, but
It would certainly be nice if it did go further north.
yeah.
It's one of the things that Neil and I used to talk about.
Mhm.
So the idea is out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it should be like.
I mean, it's like when we've done this, starting to do this streaming. It's if you don't make the initial outlay and sort of like, oh, I wish we'd do that. I wish we'd do that. If you don't get off the settee and try it, you'll never get it. You know. So
Exactly.
hopefully, this streaming lets people say, well, you can do it. We can do it. We're not.
Exactly.
It's not a professional streaming. We know that. We open mic. We sit here, have a bit crack, as if you're sitting next to each other on the sofa, arguing over the remote.
Bit like Bill and Ben.
Bill and Ben, yeah. Jason in the middle. Weed.
Don't the police will be after him.
Oh, that,
Necessities of life.
A big ball here from Alan. Right. Got a decent line. Is he up? Is he up? He's,
Good effort.
good try. And there's one out. He's given the two. What's the back one like?
The umpire's coming on to measure.
Keith, I'll tip you off, Keith. I got a bacon sandwich about 8:20 this morning in a bun, in a bowl. I ate it about must have been about 2:45. The bun was a crusty bun. Took some chewing, but I got it there. I got there. It'll keep us going because I'm still picking the bacon out of my teeth as we speak.
The bacon is quite crispy here.
It is, yeah. I think you've been very polite. I think it's just well done. I think you've been very polite. And I think that was 3 to David.
How's that? So what capacity are you going to get from that? Will that be enough, or will that just top us out? Alright.
Great start from David.
Michael Collister, come on, Ruffy.
take the field off here. Oh, the great reply from Alan. Tremendous. If it falls against the white tends to get about 6 inches on here.
You're one guy.
Yeah,
No, there's about an inch gap.
yeah, great ball. Yeah, good for you, Helen. The more streaming out in the UK, the better.
Live streaming's taken off in a lot of clubs in the last couple of years.
I mean,
I think we're seeing
you
more
can
of
do it
it.
with iPhone. You can, More Mosley, have you had a nap? Have you had a nap during the day and you just reappeared? Julian saying some measure. Show you that other angle when the ball stops, so you can get your mind up as both players are coming down. Alan's on another good line. He's just overplayed it.
Just overplayed.
There you go, that gives you a little bit of idea.
Quotes on the watch.
So for those of you who don't know, David is he's been injured recently and he's got a few bolts in his foot, and his new nickname, among many, is Rusty.
Rusty, is he?
He does squeak a little bit when he walks now.
We have got stretcher bearers on standby in case he goes down. Well, the Asda trolley.
That squeaks as well.
That's great, yeah, yeah.
It's a decent head of bowls up there.
Yeah. I think Alan's just got to be careful because I think if he rests Davy's back ball, there's a good chance he'll fall on the jack and he'll probably go one down. Because that's how stupid this game is. Oh, his pace looks good here. My Gideon, this is going to be, this might just do. Oh my Gideon.
It's just pulled up.
Fantastic try. Umpire on. Umpire been here, Brian, been here for both days. Do a grand job, the umpires. Gareth Hicks, I don't know whether Gareth's, yep, Gareth's still here, he's up looking after the other semi-final. Yeah, one to Alan. Keith Avery, I kind of say that it will need a JCB if Davy went down. Oh yeah, I really have. So we're going to end 4. with that mat. Chase him down. You know, there's no wrong with Bortley. Look at the way he's kicking them balls up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kidding us.
I think
isn't he?
he's just playing.
No, I think he's.
Yeah. I think he's just looking for sympathy.
He's
don't
just
you?
playing without emotions. Just going 2 feet. Just to give you an early update in the other semi-finals, Josh Halcrow's got off to a flyer. 7-0 up after 3 ends.
Looks like he's holding one on this end as well.
Yeah, getting close to.
It's the one, Julian.
Jack's just push the jack back to his own wood. Might be
I think
holding
we're going to be.
two. Yep, he got one from that.
Seconds.
I think this is just going to work out quite nicely because it's 1958, so we are going to have a minute's silence. For Her Majesty the Queen. God bless her. Great ball from Davy. Probably got a double out of that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to pause play there just for a moment. It's 7:59 and 20 seconds, so we're just going to wait for 8 o'clock and observe the minute silence with the rest of the Commonwealth. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the time's almost there, so now please be upstanding over to observe a minute's silence for Her Majesty the Queen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I've got something in my eye.
That was a lovely tribute, Richie. Thank you, Keith.
Two foot, Julian.
Yes. Yes.
Nice additional graphic there, Mr. Richard.
It's very nice.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
We're 6 inches short of Jack High.
And line 1.
That man out, Julian, or is it two? That's just two down, yeah?
They actually favour yours.
Yeah, 2 down.
Any news from Bromley, mate? Any news who's still left in it?
James Rippey's just gone out to John Wilson. Scott Edwards is still battling on in there as well. Getting the spreadsheet up, yeah. Tapping to Mr. Thornhill. Let's have a look. Got it. Got Dan Rodger playing Phil Last in one semi-final and Scott Edwards playing John Wilson in the other semi-final. They're almost running side by side at the moment.
Oh, there. Oh, great. And 9-1 here. This doesn't look bad yet. Well, he's going to get down enough. Here she blows. That's who it is. So we go into N6.
changes. Time that.
Score on the other game. Josh Alcrow 7-2 going into end 6. So Jacqueline, how long have you been playing?
I would say seriously, probably about 12 years.
Right?
Started off in Castle Donington in an outdoor bowls club, turned up one afternoon, met two elderly gentlemen that were sweet, showed us the
Two
ropes.
elderly gentlemen. In bowls, are you sure? Did you walk into the wrong club?
But actually it gave me the appetite for bowls. That's where I learned what bowls was about.
Good line from Dave.
One down, Joey, yeah. How far through is my closest goal, please?
Jason, we think Davey's been putting this bad foot thing on because he's been kicking balls back, mate.
Oh, I tell
He's
you.
been kicking balls back. If he comes up looking for sympathy, taking tablets, I think he's taking Tic Tacs. I don't think the paracetamol's an ibuprofen, I think the Tic Tacs.
Just be careful what you say about the Tic Tacs. You might be thinking you're talking about
Oh
something else.
God, yes, yeah.
Two dried peas and a Tic Tac.
Good effort.
My last ball, Julian.
See you later.
Told you. The sight of all that food at Potter's and he's there, I tell you.
See, I made a friend this week, Gary Farquhar.
Nice guy, isn't he?
Yep,
Nice
very
guy, yeah.
nice. Yep. I marked one of his games, he played superbly.
Oh, well ball, Davey. Big ball from Alan in this context, 6-3.
It's one of those do or die shots, this.
The way he's been drawn, he's just been draw. It's
I think that opportunity he's got to play for the 3 or 4, I think.
yeah.
Hits the ball solid and runs, he can make a 3 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he thinks he's wide and pushing. He's probably right. Do you think he was just caught in that never land, mate, where you sort
Do or
of
die.
yeah,
Do or
yeah.
die.
You either go one way or the other,
Yeah.
and he's trying to create a bit of both. So that's first set to Mr. Bolt.
Rusty.
Rusty.
Oh, Rusty, that's his new name. I thought someone said Krusty, I thought it meant Krusty the Clown.
Rusty.
Oh, Rusty.
Rusty.
Rusty Bolt.
If anybody knows of any night closures on the motorway between here and Manchester, let me know.
Let me know any traffic reports.
With the motorway shut, yeah. Let me know. Let me get another night in the Holiday Inn.
Is that where you've been staying?
Holiday Inn at Washington, yeah.
Yeah.
Other hotels are available.
Yeah. Other holidays and other inns are available.
There's no holiday about that Holiday Inn, it's the noisiest one going.
Apparently Pazzo have some nice rooms and do good food.
Alright.
Mm.
Oh. I was going to slap it really hard. I changed my mind. You going?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I'm
Bye,
done
then.
in.
Thanks for coming. Pleasure's been all yours.
It always is. Get up and then you could have.
You could have.
Yeah, I miss you.
I'm fed up, not hard up.
Just avoid your eyes there. There's a bit of a man hug going on behind us.
Not manly about that one.
That's because you were involved.
Yes. Now, you going?
Yeah, mate, I'm done. Struggling now and it's red up off my hips, talking to us, saying you are getting old.
Check you. I've not got a spare violin on that table, have you?
Oh, I wasn't after your sympathy, mate. Why would I ask you for sympathy? Oh, wait. Jackie, pleasure. Good to see you.
Yes, and you. Lovely to see you.
Watch what you're doing.
Take care. Drive safe.
See you then,
See you,
mate.
mate, yes.
Great weekend, mate. Well done.
I was doing alright.
Yeah, you're doing all right. You're getting there. You're getting there, mate.
Improvement.
Ow.
First thing you miss all week.
Good ball coming in. There's a good ball in from Davey.
Nothing sweaty head. It's up. I'll put somebody molten brown on it.
Alan needed ball here, Jackie, I think. 3 down.
Looks on a decent
I
line.
went to a minute silence with the national anthem queued up.
Pace doesn't
Is it going to
look
get
too
back?
bad, is it?
It's not bad. We just reduced it to 1.
Sitting it out. Hang on, I'll just let you know that Josh Halcrow did take the first set against Jack Bird.
Not like the Navy. They're not I'd show that part, are the Navy? I'd show down as well as James. Down the Navy, it's a traumatic deal. Like you pick a jet to see. Looks like James, you pick a jet.
Stover played it.
He's only got to the yellow one, the eye.
Same ball from Alan. Should
He had mortgage vision. One fix, one variable.
get close to his own.
Yeah.
Slightly tighter line and he'll take shot.
Yeah. Well, it's really like one eye looking at you, the other looking for you.
Can we increase the font size for the score numbers? Pretty please.
We'll make it bigger. Is he going to stand up? Needs to stand.
Which is always blind. 18 looks a bit blind. Sticking to it.
On to Dave.
I've been watching yours all week.
Harry Hay Jr. is asking what stage of the qualifier this is.
This is the Stanley Qualifier
Please turn
and
right.
it is the semi-final.
300 yards, go through the door on the left. Golden bunches up to you, Jackie.
Why is that?
There's almost as many commentators as there are spectators. Tell him. Oh, no.
Oh no. Apparently Gordon Wood is having a go at me.
International drinking team, she's like, I'm remembering. A lightweight one.
Just lost one gimbal. I'll just have to do a little bit of work up here.
Like the BBC shot, the scene where the
It's a scene, yeah. Yeah. For those who missed the BBC shot, there you go. The gimbal's just gone off, so I'll I'll get Jason in the hot seat while I sort this out.
Oh my god. Well, you've been sat there £1,300.
Yeah, you're right.
This looks good, David. David's just picked up shot there.
The score in the other semi-final, Kerry, is 1-0 to Jack in the second set. Josh Halcrow took the first set. I'll get Jason to answer you a question. When's the Abbey View draw getting done, mate? It's due to take place on the 16th of October. Jason's behind us, so he'll give you the answer, Ian.
Abbey View draw. I'll try and get it done before I leave for Scotland on Thursday morning.
All down to pace for this one, David.
You're welcome, Katie.
He's in for two.
I go for 1 minute difference or
Another important ball here for Alan. Well, he's on a decent line, all down to pace. She'll come down. I don't know whether he's going to come down enough. Might get in for. I think he's got a set of balls that don't fall over. Yep, two it is. Right, I'll set this camera up for you, Jackie, and you're on your own for a minute. While I sort out this. I'll sort out this gimbal.
When's the draw for the Hartlepool singles?
Isn't the Hartlepool
This is
single?
Hartlepool singles.
Paul Campbell.
Hmm?
Paul Campbell is asking.
Hartlepool singles?
Mm.
It's only Hartlepool pairs we're running.
Ah,
Unless
Paul.
he's-
Hartlepool pairs.
You're not getting mixed up with the
OSC.
OSC. That's nothing to do with Jason.
Ben Bywater, is the Solihull singles draw going to be at the same time, Jason?
Yeah, I'll do it as I'm cleaning dishes.
Yep, he's going to do it while he's in the kitchen washing up, Ben.
We're not done Solihull yet, no. No. Dear me. This 46 hours in a day. I'll get that done as well before Thursday. Tell Ben before Thursday.
Before Thursday, Ben.
Got a full 4 days rest.
Thank you, Michael. You're welcome, Ben. Nice to see you.
George had to be don't like chat. Jackie thinks she's on phone.
Jason has now come to join me.
Well, you know.
Yep. He's
No,
just
I'll
put
do-
some aftershave on.
Did that? I'll try and get the other drawers done this week. Just bear with me, I'm just trying to cram work in at the same time. Especially with these rail strikes, pesky rail strikes.
Yes, there's more to come, isn't there?
Yes, 1st and 5th, I think they said. I need to get the ladies' draw done as well. Does anybody else want to enter the ladies' match play? Enter quick, please, before the draw's done.
One down, Philip.
Yes.
Is that a touch up?
No.
What's the gap between the bones after, please?
About 2 inches.
So Jack Birdie's 2 up after 2 ends in the second set.
Oh, shot. Great shot. Anywhere in Lincolnshire? Well, we normally use Lincoln for PBA qualifiers because it's a fabulous club. But obviously at the PBA members meeting we're asked to try and share the love if you wish and move some of the events round. We are working on at the moment the possibility of 1 or 2 more World Bowls Tour events that will automatically generate extra qualifiers, and have already promised Lincoln they would have that. So just keep up to date by liking the PBA Bowls Facebook or the World Bowls Tour Facebook, and you will be notified immediately.
These two don't like each other.
Bit like me.
Any slots left for the Hartlepool pairs, Jason?
That'd be like David Dimbleby.
Just get yourself in there while I'm
He's put me on hold while he checks.
put me on hold.
The person you are calling knows you are waiting. He's fell asleep. Hang on. Hartlepool pairs. Where's my spreadsheet? Hartlepool pairs. Yes, I have 1, 2, 3, 3 spaces.
There are 3 spaces left in the Hartlepool pairs, so I would suggest getting your entry in within the next few hours.
Yep, because of course there's an OSC singles on the day after, so you can play in the pairs and then stay local for the OSC singles. For those that haven't been to Hartlepool, it's a fabulous club, very welcoming club. They always put on a good show.
Runner here. Oh,
Got a 1-2,
Whoa.
I think. Ooh. You're just trying to get some contact on the jack because there's a ball right at the back. Well, there's 2 balls right at the back of the rink. You can't see them, but yeah, still 1 to Alan.
Alan, yeah.
What's that one?
1 to Alan, yeah.
You're welcome, Martin. You're a legend. You can get all of the work done within 12 hours.
I think you're pronouncing that wrong. I think it means leg end, I think. Thanks, Ian. It's very kind of you.
There is some recognition out there, Jason,
course,
and
yeah.
I think it's nice that some of our fellow bowlers can see that.
Yep. It's like anything in life, isn't it? It all comes at once. I was lucky enough to get a promotion at work on the railway, but the promotion that I got involves looking after drivers and conductors just as they all go on strike.
Oh, ouch.
And then all of a sudden, obviously, the Commonwealth Games and then the PBA qualifiers. So yeah, you have to just bear with me a little bit this year. Just might be a little bit slower than normal. And I've got my new glasses and I can't see a thing.
We noticed that this week.
First time ever playing in glasses, and it's been Dear me. I thought I was playing with size 7s at one point. Everything looked massive.
Was that your shoes?
Yeah. Yeah, look down, got a veranda over at Toy Shop, yeah. Oh dear.
You do a great job, Jason. I know there's people behind the scenes that are supporting all of this, but you do a fantastic job.
Yeah, we've got a great team at the PBA, you know, yourself included, you know, Tom and Martin Gale and Gordon and everybody. You know, it's a huge team effort to get these massive events on. I don't think people realise how much work it takes to organise something. It's, you know, it's not just putting on an event and running an event, that's the easy bit. It's actually just the logistics, finding venues, new venues,
Yes.
sponsorship.
Yep.
You know, thanks for yourself. You know, once again, I know Richie mentioned it earlier, but it's only through people like yourselves wanting to support the sport that gives us a platform to be able to put anything on. You know, we are a professional bowling association. We are I think we're the only professional side of the sport in the country, really. You know, when I say that is when we put events on, we don't put any event on, as in a World Bowls Pro event, until we get a minimum of 35, 40,000. Now,
Right.
you know, when you're looking at that kind of money for 3-day events, that takes some doing, as you can appreciate.
Indeed. So if there are any sponsors listening, any potential sponsors out there,
And they don't have to be all in one lump sum, you know what I mean? This is where we learn from the past, and you don't go in with a massive figure. You know, like I say, that's what it takes to put something on at a half a decent level. We don't want to do anything silly. That money can be made up through 2 or 3 smaller sponsors.
correct.
You know,
£500, £1,000 from a sponsor is
yeah, we've got
reasonable.
we've got the advertising boards that you see down at Potters and the UK Open and things like that. You know, we sell the advertising space now, which is, until last year we didn't do that before. We just covered it in sponsor boards, you know, part of the package. But there's ways and means, and we have to look at different ways to make money within the game. Website name,
play,
it's
David.
www.worldbowlstour.org. That's the World Bowls Tour website. It's merged this year with the PBA website. If you look at the subheadings just underneath the main title, right at the far right hand side you'll see PBA. Click on that and that gives you all the links to anything you need to know about PBA and the various different branches around the world that we have. We're still updating some of the information. We're just transferring the New Zealand site at the moment. I think the Hong Kong one's almost in place. And the South Africa one's being done up as well. So it's still under construction, but it's a lot easier to use, a lot brighter. The old one, you could almost get lost in it for a day.
You could. You could.
Just a flesh wound as a ceremony payment.
And there's no joining fee to join the PBA.
Correct, yeah, it's all free now.
Yeah.
We were just saying that, Balti. Not sure what tactic this was in the game management book. Yeah, it's free to join, which is good, isn't it? That's the main thing.
Absolutely. Just an entry fee to the competition. Yes, Paul, this is the semi-final.
1,098 entries so far this year for PBA.
Wow, that's amazing. How does that compare with a couple of years ago?
So when we completely trashed it and started again last year, we had a membership increase. Well, not as in a free membership increase. The amount of people playing went up roughly just over 48%, and that was a mixture of brand new people and also people that have played in the past, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago that have come back. This year again, and that's almost a similar kind of figure. You're looking at the 40% so far, roughly going up again. And again, you know, still more people and still more people coming back, which is lovely. And, you know, there's an awful lot of work goes into this. I think I must spend, on average, about 30 hours a week on the bowls stuff.
Right.
You know,
You're just having a chat that you used to.
Well, we're just waiting for you to faff around with your camera.
What's that for one now?
Are there any new ideas for next year, Jason? Or
Yes, I have
really?
a master plan going on at the moment, along the lines of a Premier League kind of format. That's all I'm going to say at the moment.
Oh. Sounds interesting.
Yes, the problem is with trying new things and getting new things is you've got to be very careful. At some point, you're going to start upsetting people. You know, everybody knows the bowls calendar is absolutely jam-packed.
It is jam-packed,
and
yes.
overlapping. And I think, unfortunately, for something to get better, I think is going to unfortunately maybe result in me having to upset people, or tread on people's toes. Yeah. I think it's, but unfortunately, I think that's getting to a point now where that needs to be done. I'm afraid, and I will do it.
Yep.
Not in a nasty way, but I will do it.
Yeah. Watch this space then.
People don't move with the times, and I'll move it for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well played, David. He's just looks like he's picked up a shot there.
Yes, Martin or Graham, if you do want that space in the Hartlepool pairs, drop me a private message. My phone is next to me and I'll get you booked in. It's amazing what you can do on a phone, isn't it? I've got this going on at the same time as Bromley, and I'm updating the sheets for Bromley when they're coming in.
Oh, Alan's just missed the line there.
See about 6 inches.
I'm just going to go and get the markers a drink when Mitch is finished doing his camera thing.
Okay.
I've been up and down this pole 3 times.
So the score between Jack Bird and Josh. So Jack is 5-2 up after 4 ends.
Yeah, it's a set he needs to win,
Second
doesn't he?
set,
Yeah, we lost the first set, so he needs to win this second set.
Exactly, to take it to a tie break.
Hence why you can only run Apple devices on the software. That was the things out where you get different cameras with like kit that we've got obviously USA on Jack. You can run off Android software, which is iOS. It's sort of like virtually
Alan's, oh, just missed them.
Quite weakish
Still
then, I'm not
looks
sure
like
what they are.
Tiger twos.
Stuff you out there since 6 o'clock.
They don't want to put alcohol in there. We're dancing up there.
Are you getting all right?
It's a slow road. Jackie got damaged too much. Messing around waiting for ambulance every time. They don't do it as well, but they have to take me an hour away to Hull, so the bloke said, well, this is weird.
So Alan's just been up to look at the head. He's got 1 bowl left.
Yeah, so they have 2 hours to get steps in. That's enough. So half of it's damaged. I'll never get back to it. It's learning. It's getting out. So it's because I'm walking the same speed and I'm trying to pick the same things and Mickey's stopping me when he sees I'm trying to pick I'll get a twin juice.
Gone down a bit quicker.
You've got to. I know you've been doing it for 61 years.
Not bad if he gets down. I don't know whether he's going to get out.
Yeah, it's not going to get back in time.
Come on, dear.
That's 1 to David, or Rusty as we now know him.
Rusty balls.
So the score now is 5-1 after 5 ends to David. David won the first set.
Quick update in the other game. Jack's 5-4 up against Josh. After 5 ends, Josh won the first set.
Keep him in shiny
one of the gimbals, one of the batteries went, which is why I went missing. These-
I wondered what you were doing.
Hmm?
I wondered what
Wondered.
you were doing, yes.
2 for Julie.
It's quite technical, this roll. Lots of things can
Plate
go
spinning.
wrong.
Yeah,
A
it
plate
is,
spinning,
yeah.
yeah.
The beauty about Stanley is Jason, because the club Wi-Fi is crap up here. They know that the club Wi-Fi is crap up here. Jason managed to get onto BT to get a booster put in, and it's like a separate Wi-Fi, and there's only Jason know it. Well, we know it, so there's no members of the club can get on it, and the speed's good for streaming.
Ah, superb. Oh, well played, Alan.
Oh, great try by Al. Just gone the wrong way.
Just, yeah.
Just the 1 or 2?
Will the streaming platform ever evolve to every qualifier and multiple games? We talked about this a short while ago to see whether or not cameras could be set up on multiple rinks and maybe live streaming one rink with other rinks that perhaps could be watched later. It's not impossible, but Richie, you are the best man to answer that.
Well, with the system that we've got at the minute, we can have a maximum of 9 cameras.
It's a short ball, Jack, right? Please, Julie.
If your Wi-Fi is good with 9 cameras, you're all right. The problem that you got is your feed. You can switch between games, but you can't have separate feeds of separate games, if that makes sense.
You ladies,
Thank you.
welcome. Don't say that, look after it.
I suppose if you had a few more volunteers, you could have perhaps individuals maybe streaming different rinks, but then it wouldn't be connected.
Yeah, it'd be totally different. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about bigger productions. I mean, the likes of the people from Optical Media who were in to do the UK Open. I mean, the cameras were £8 each. Yeah, I mean that. You just shoot us out the water there.
Yeah.
It's completely out of the water. Because we've done this on a budget. And for all I call it dodgy productions.
Well, I was thinking more like the Rusty Bolt Corporation.
Corporation, yeah. Great try, Iran got the
Oh,
contact.
well
Well
done,
played, son.
Alan.
Yeah, great ball, mate. Got the result. And
He needs this.
do the latest score. Another one is Mr. Baker. The score in the other game is 5-4 to Jack on the 5th end. Josh won the first set, and just looking at that, the 6th end they're on at the minute, Josh is lying a good 2, so it could be a big moment in that game. So, going into the last end here. Alan needs a full house
He does.
to keep the game going. And a crack and try from Jack over yon side. Josh held on for shot.
Oh, a good start from Alan there.
That's just what the doctor ordered when you're looking for 4. That other game's 5-5 now, going into end 7. So it's virtually a one-end shootout. No, Alan, can you repeat it again?
He's on a good track.
Got a feeling he's got to run. Oh, he turned his back on it.
Yeah.
That might just have scuppered his chances. Josh Alcross just stuck a front toucher on that final end. Another good ball from Alan here. Get a grab. Yeah, he's in for possibly two, but he's cream crackered with that ball halfway up the wicket.
He's turned his back on it. Yep, he's just overplayed it.
Well, he's great effort by Alan that. Getting a 3. He's had a great day, he's done really well. Great experience for him. And Mr. Bull into the final. Final will be going off in around about, I'll just check with Mr. Organiser, about 10 minutes? 5, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it depends on that one goes to a tie break or not, doesn't it? But yeah, it won't be hanging around.
Right. I'll just see if I can get an angle of the out of the game over there and see.
Ring 5.
See if I can do a bit of magic with the camera.
So you've got to get another symbol, don't you?
Amazing. 20 roast units just to inspire. Cheers, Chuck.
Josh is lying shot with the, you can possibly just see the chalk on the top of the ball.
Distinctly average at times. I always say you have one bad one, hopefully that's it.
See if I can jog with the other camera around so you can see Josh is on the mat. He's just let the ball go. I think he'd probably be looking to cover Jack's ball at the back. Oops. There you go, just to prove that Jack is on the mat. Going down his backhand. Getting overweight. Oh. So the question is, can the two balls go out without the Jack moving? Just looking from me, it looks like Josh has got the spot covered with that blue ball. That looks Jack high with the spot. The back ball is Jack's. Josh is having a dabble down his backhand. I think he's putting a Bowissa in.
What was that, Richie?
He's definitely put it. That's a blocker.
A Bowissa.
A Bowissa is a blocker.
What language is that?
Well, you sit there, you're watching, going Bowis, boo. So it's a Bowissa. Oh, how are folks keep up?
No, you don't just commentate with us, you learn a whole new language.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just getting an update there from our
Get us on the daily, so.
man on the spot, Jason, saying that both balls kind of go out, and Josh has got the spot covered. So Jack needs the magic shot here to stay in it.
Well, we've seen Jack do this before.
And he's gone quicker at it.
Oh,
Oh, what's the chances of me turning the
Unlucky.
cameras off?
He's blocked the bottom.
So
What
Mr.
a good
Halco got
effort.
through. Sorry about that, everybody. That was like the BBC and cutting off and going to flog it. Anyway, thanks for your company, Jacqueline. Much
you are
appreciated.
very welcome, Richie.
Okay, we're going to take a 5-minute break. The players will have 5 minutes, then we'll be back for the final. Just need to jockey the cameras around, go and get yourselves a pint of lager, a glass of red wine, and we'll see you in 5 minutes, folks. Thanks again.